Hello everyone, welcome to another recording session of Final Fantasy XIV Soul Surrender. And yeah, we got a little halfway last time, so probably gonna finish this time. But yeah, let's have a talk with Alpha now. What in the world has gotten into her? It is twice now that we sought Irianji's aid, and twice she has threatened him as if he were a stranger. The Arkham was one of Grandfather's most dedicated pupils. He spent as much time at Levia's estate as we did. He practically a member of the family. Truth be told, I struggled to recall a day from my childhood when I did not see the three of them laughing together. If this continues, I may raise the matters. May have to raise the matters. Later though, little Almega waits. Let's see them. I will get to the bottom of this. Oh, forgive me. It has been a long day. You have something to say? Oh, I know. I always struggle to understand what's going on in his head. Now more than ever. Listen, Drazor, if anything should happen, it should be me who... Just know that I'm prepared to do what must be done. Right then. To more pressing matters, since we have no idea when Target might arrive, I suggest we see what information we can get in his absence. When we were free. Okay. So to review, we have reliable information that members of Almegan Resistance operating here were taking receipt of the several large shipments of crystals. A task being to ascertain who and why. Given the size of the settlements, I find it hard to believe that anyone here could be wholly on the way of the resistance movements. The challenge, of course, is finding individuals who are both able and willing to share such information with outsiders. It would be more sensible to divide our forces. Drazor, why don't you question the residents in the eastern half of town? Elsie and I will do the same in the west. And afterwards we can rendezvous here to share our findings. Yeah. You should just let me talk to Gundabald. I would be the most efficient. Red resistant. Damn if I know. It's not so fine and use them. If you set store by all these tales of secrets, weapons, good luck to you. I'm too old for the masked bedtime stories. There's a lot, and it's time we got used to it. Well, that's depressing. Hey, Siegfried. Let me guess. Come to join the fight, have you? No need to deny, friend. You're not the first one to answer Griffin call. Well, there's lit a fire in every Alamegan's heart. He also inspired more than a few old dons to pledge themselves to the cause. A little wonder Guardians won't stop until they were all under their yokes. Well. Hi, Talbot. Good seeing you again. I see you there going around asking a question, looking for Griffin and his slow Talbot. Seems to have been talk awfully in Almega these days. Wondering what this about. It's good in store for the Guardians. What's under that mask of his, of course. Some say he's hardly got a face, but with all the scars, others reckon he's been marked for death by the Empire, and that they sent bloody legion if they knew he was there. I guess it's good as mine. No, he's probably just a criminal. Probably just a criminal. Especially in Nulda. Got on the bad side of some higher-ups? Yeah. Most likely. I suppose that's what you learn, but I think I already know. Griffin seems to be the leader of the uniform faction within the resistance. The masks, yet despite their growing popularity, no one seems to know much about them. Only that they're the most aggressively militant group to join the movement in recent memory. Indeed, many claim their commitment to the cause of Alamegan's liberation is unrivaled, but we can but hope their revolutionary fury is never channeled in the direction of a primal. Though I feel confident that this is the group which received the crystal shipments, yet lack proof. Before taking any action, I will speak with the settlement's leaders to confirm my suspicion. Maybe I'll enlist his help while I'm about it. Given that you and Gunderbolt already acquainted, it will be best if you took the lead, shall we? Okay. Should have talked to Gunderbolt right away, if you ask me. Hey, my man Gunderbolt. Much as it pleases me to see you again, Drazor, I cannot help but wonder if I should be worried. Hey, you also been asking questions. Griffin, I know him, as do we all. He and his mask have become a leading faction within the resistance. Though there are suspicion at first giving his secretive ways, he quickly proved himself a charismatic and capable commander. Men are drawn to his passion and his vision. They truly believe that he has what it takes to lead them to victory. Even I cannot help but admire that man for what he has accomplished, but I have not forgotten Wilward. I was blind to the danger of his own ambitions, and you were not. The Griffin will soon deliver a speech to our people at the sunken temple of Quan. Go and see him with your own eyes, weigh his word with your own heart. How convenient. It is but pity Tancred is not here to join us. You two, go on ahead, I shall stay behind and wait for him. Let's go to the sunken temple of Quan then. Listen to the speech. See what he has to say for himself. No, let's get the new minion out. I forgot to do that. Or rather, I couldn't do it in the Waking Stand, so I forgot when I got out. As we began already, I was coming from within. Feeling that this is going to be wise, because it seemed important. And it seems like a guy holding a speech in the thingamajig, the quest picture. Here you go. Sit back and enjoy.
Brothers and sisters, 20 years ago, Alamigo, our home, was claimed by the Garlean Empire.
Yeah, we know.
In our haste to overthrow the King of Ruin, we turned a blind eye to our foes in the north. With our glorious revolution, we but laid a path for a new tyrant to succeed the old. And when confronted with our failure, we fled. Not a day goes by that I do not think of those we left behind. Think of them and feel ashamed. And I know each and every one of you feels the same. We abandoned them, our own flesh and blood, to labor till their backs gave in and their breath gave out, building the twisted steel ramparts which now mar our once majestic mountains. We abandoned them, the brave and true, to fight and die for their country, or worse, to be conscripted and sent off to rob another poor bastard of his home. We abandoned them, the meek and powerless, to bow and scrape when the Garleans pass, to sully themselves that they might live to see another day of misery.
Dude. Trying to rally up the crowd.
Black Wolf may be dead, but a new Imperial Viceroy reigns in Alamigo now. A beast, not a fraction as merciful. You all know the Eorzean Alliance will do naught to oppose him. For
of
all
course.
their promises and platitudes, they will not act if there's no profit in it. Only we can free our brothers and sisters from the Empire's tyranny, my friends. Only we have the courage to stand and fight. They have imprisoned us. They have enslaved us, and they have murdered us. But no more! Blood demands blood, and the Garleans shall pay for every drop they have spilt upon our lands.
Well...
This I promise you, for we have a power within us, my friends. A power befitting our pride, our righteousness. Only join us, and we shall grant you the means to unleash it, and together we shall see the Alamegan standard raised over the mountains of Gia Arbania once more!
A power befitting their pride. Not at all ominous, that. Wait, is that...
What are you two doing here?
Good question.
I could ask you the same thing.
We're here having a great old time.
Well, well, this is quite the surprise.
If you see what I see, if you feel as I feel...
Might I suggest we continue this conversation in more agreeable surroundings?
Yeah.
For it is not strength of arms that will win this battle, but strength of heart.
There you go. You found a Pokemon Eater. Did you look at it? What kind of expressive glad I am to see both of you alive and well. I knew, though it was pretty obvious you and Drazor would be fine. Chris Brave? Oh. Chris Brave's never had a realistic chance of capturing any science. Despite as they were and distrusted by the better part of Eorzea. But truly believe that? Forgive me, what exactly have you two been doing all this time? We're paying a favor. After a banquet, we had no choice but to flee Aldar. And we will not have been able to do so without the aid of our old friends from the Resistance. That's right, the smugglers out of the city, Sheldraws and little Almigo, all at great risk for themselves. Obviously, we could not let that go unacknowledged, so we offered to help them out with the operations for a while. When we learned of the science exoneration that Laredo had severed all ties with the Christian Brains, and that General Raban had been reinstated, we sought to make contact, but we had long to discard our link poles as precautionary measures. Our options were rather limited. You could just taken a carriage to Uldar and gotten in contact with us. Dude, that's not an excuse. You have plenty of time. The man made a small, complicated, delicate operation at the time, leaving me with little choice but to entrust a letter to a courier. I gathered from a puzzled expression of her that you never received it. To be honest, we thought it might happen. While the mass are happy to let the refugees spread the word within the community, they are pretty strict about communication with outsiders. Oh, and we also heard a rumor that the Griffin doesn't want us meddling in this affair. Griffin must mistrust the science of the Seventh Dawn. Wonder who it is? Wonder. Curious, it is well known that we are no friends of Garlemald. One would think that the man we saw besieging all and sundry to join his cause would welcome our support. I should say that the man you saw was not the fact Griffin, but an impersonator, and a talented rabble-rouser to boot. It will not surprise me if we are responsible for a majority of the public appearances. As you may have gathered, Griffin is an extremely cautious and distrusting man, who has every effort to conceal his identity. Even when we participated in a raid under his direct command, we were not permitted to approach him. It's hard to know what make of it. The secrecy, the impersonators, the masks. Dude, I have nothing to say about it. It's not if I'm making you all wear one. Mine only covers half my face. It's completely different. Anyway, we heard the Griffin was due to give a speech. We thought it might be a good opportunity to get a better sense of the man behind Get a better sense of the man. Well, that good it did. And now you heard the whole of it. But tell me, what prompted you to take on interest in the Griffin? They're doing shady stuff. Something. You're not serious. I can't believe it. Prisoners would never even entertain such ridiculous plan. But the Griffin, well, that man is an enigma. I cannot say with any confidence that he would or would not do. What I can say, however, is that the speech we heard today was not the first to make reference to power capable of defeating the Empire. The mask has made many such claims of late. My confessor has assumed it mere bluster, but in the context of shipments of which you spoke, it is not impossible that they are alluding to a bramble. Whatever it is, we'll find out together, and if anyone tries to stop us, the answer to me. Indeed, that is assuming you all have us. Of course you're welcome back. When we were free. Okay, let's see it. Honorable heroes. If as suspected, Griffin is indeed plotting to summon a bramble, we must needs obtain confirmation while we're yet time to act. To that end, I propose we question his double. Given his role as a group de facto mouthpiece, I should not be surprised if he were one of the Griffin's closest associates. And while he may not be aware of the most sensitive details, he can probably tell us the mass plans in broad strokes. Like the man whom he personates, however, he is wary of outsiders. He will not expose himself without suitable incentive. My plan is as follows. You enough know he posted adventures fallen on hard times, inspired by his word to take up arms of a noble cause. You and I, as member of Israel, recount tales of your past achievements. and testifies to our usefulness in the struggle ahead. With our enthusiasm assured still ringing in his ear, he will decide to welcome you in person, and we will arrange a meeting. You will need to look at the part. We might maintain the charade until we have it cornered at least. They should make enough to purchase suitable garments from Talbot, and have him rub a respectable amount of dirt on them for good measure. Any questions? Dude. Aren't we done with this shit? It all seems simple. Thank you. And with that, Drazor, let us be off. You want me to get dirty? Rude. Look at this fly outfit I have here. Yeah. You want to buy war? I don't know what you're up to, but I want no part of it. You got some Gildo. Well, bird wants with the gill. And seeing your friends of Papa Lima. Tuning us slops for both of you. Tailored and treated to your taste. Now, up with you. Before someone sees us together. Clothes make the man, as they say. Right then, we'll go and change and see that at the spot of Papa Lima mark on our maps. Okay. Let's see here. And then... well, look at us, a pair of down-to-heel adventures, seeking a chance to capture past glories. Yes, this should suffice. And now we play the waiting game.
My thanks, comrades.
Oh, it's voice. Nice. My thanks to you.
You must be the esteemed adventurers of whom I've heard so much.
Yeah, look
I
at my
understand
crane.
you have taken an interest in our cause.
Look at my expensive book. I'm totally who I'm supposed to represent.
A great interest, you might say. Your words have certainly made quite an impression on my friend and I. The Resistance has long, and some would say wisely, avoided open engagements with the Garleans, but you and yours seem confident against the world in arms. I can only assume you have good reason to be so bold. Why, one might even think you are planning to summon a primal. Because that would do much to explain the sizable shipment of crystals you recently received from your smuggler friends, whom our Ishgardian allies have since detained, lest you wonder.
I'd like to hear more about the Griffin. The real Griffin. Your performance earlier didn't fool us.
Ah, the famous scions of the Seventh Dawn. I should have known better than to think I could conceal the truth from you lot. You are right. I am not the Griffin, but I speak with his voice, and it was at his behest that we procured those crystals. You are wrong, however, if you think that we procured them to summon a primal. We used them to reach an accord with the Amalja. In exchange for crystals to summon their god, they will aid us in the fight for Alamegan liberation.
You've
Wow.
got to be joking. Have you gone completely mad? When people find out you helped the lizardmen summon Ifrit, they'll turn on the resistance. Alamigo will never be free.
True and real.
This isn't a fairy tale, girl. We don't have the luxury to play at being honourable heroes. It's because the likes of you wouldn't sully your saintly hands that Alamigo's been under the yoke for the past 20 years. But the Griffin won't stand for it, and neither will we. We're ready to do whatever it takes.
What proof do you have of this arrangement with the Emulger?
What? Aside from a lack of crystals? None. But the beastmen have a great big pile of the things if you fancy looking. You might want to hurry, though. It'll not be long before they summon their god. Search our camp if you don't believe me. We have naught to hide.
If there is a cache to be found, Ida and I will find it.
Good.
Then let us be off. Are you perchance the Warrior of Light? Aye, I thought so. You should know that a great many who have joined us did so because you saved them. Because you showed that one brave man can make a difference.
Well.
You saved me too once. Helped a friend over in Quarry Mill make some medicine I needed. But that was a lifetime ago.
That's you.
On behalf of my brothers and sisters, I thank you. You gave us hope where there was none, courage and strength when all was lost. We shall not squander your gift.
I know that look, Ida, and I do not like it. You cannot seriously be contemplating taking up arms with that band of cutthroats.
I would not recommend it either.
I just...
If the Griffin and his men have their way, it is only a matter of time before the situation in Alamigo comes to a head. Your homeland's future teeters on a knife edge, and any reckless action, however small, could have irrevocable consequences. You mustn't lose sight of that, Ida. When the time comes, we must all make our choices, but we must do so in full possession of the facts. Now, let us away. There is work to be done.
Yeah. I wouldn't recommend joining them. They seem kinda crazy. Kinda crazy. It's like, yeah, I saved you, but hey, don't frame me as a cause here, please. I don't want to be a cause of anything here. Coramill is here, do you remember? Forgive me, I cannot be expected to call every name and face, and beside, it does not have its matter. Don't call the face, sir. I remember the quest line. Remember the two dude that asked for help. I remember those two. They were great. But yeah. We focus on problems at hand. I long admire how you live in the present, how you focus on problems and always keep moving forward. So let us keep moving forward together. Together, Drazor. We must find and secure those crystals. There's no time for looking back. Yeah.